We're in the third hole. It's episode 13,
We're
dude.
back. It's us, baby. And we got a guest with us.
See, sound the motherfucker off.
Hello.
There it
There
is.
it is. We got it.
You're going to edit in some really cool explosion music behind this, aren't you, Jason?
You know it.
Michael Bay. This time, it's with a guest.
Oh, cheeky.
Do you remember that comedian Pablo Francisco?
No.
No.
He was like a 3-trick pony kind of comedian, I feel like, because he had like the movie guy voice, and then he did like a decent Arnold, and then he would do these skits and go, and he just milk in these fart sounds, and they were so perfectly put in.
That was just all his stuff.
That was basically his gimmick. I think he had 2 specials, and they both like were the same jokes.
Oh, okay.
You know? It's like a Jamie Foxx thing.
Yeah.
I fucked my finger up. I can't, for me, I'm a big, like, scab. Like, I'll fucking peel off a motherfucker.
That's not good.
I know it's not. Like, I have scars all over my body.
I'm with you. It's too tempting.
Especially when you have a real nice, dried, hard one. You're like, get that fucking turtle shell off.
Yeah.
Man. Gross. You're fucking grossed out, dude.
Okay,
I'm
well,
sorry.
like, if it's already dried and there's like gunk in it, then it feels like you should because you're cleaning it, right?
Yeah.
Because you're getting the gunk out.
We're just no. We're
but then you don't
disgusting.
take the time to protect it, so then it happens
Yeah, like I'm
again.
not putting a band-aid.
and
I'm
then
just letting it bleed, get scarred over again, and
Yep,
then
exactly.
yeah.
Yep.
No. That's not
No,
good.
listen. I know
I'm not
people that
gross.
eat them.
What?
That eat their scabs. For sure, I
No.
knew them in school. For sure, dude.
Dom's scaring
Why?
me.
Fucking got you going.
So, no, it doesn't gross me out, but
I'm sorry.
it's
Why?
Change the way you see humans.
No. it's you're hurting yourself, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, I like a little S&M every now and then when the missus is away on vacation or something.
Yeah.
So, it's been another week, and within this week, I've got a couple of things I want to talk about. One of them is a very introspective, very deep look into myself.
Okay.
Okay.
And I found a really big weakness. And I don't know if I want to say it, because what happens if we get famous and then I get tortured? They're like, oh, this is the thing that will make Dominic kill himself or crack, you know?
Yeah, okay.
So, you remember the last time we had the episode, we had Kyle on, and we heard something, and I think one of you guys were about to say it was a mouse or something. I was like, it's probably just my wife did it. We had a mouse.
Oh,
So,
okay.
We found a couple of little turdies behind the microwave, and we're like, okay. So now it goes into full chaos, panic. She tells me this when I'm at work.
Yeah.
So immediately I go on my break, and I just start whizzing through how to handle this situation, because I know full well that getting an exterminator is a couple $100, dude.
Yeah.
And how do I know, like, am I crawling with this dude in my attic and underneath? No. So I don't know what he's going to say he sees or doesn't see.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like a mechanic.
Hey, at least it wasn't that hobo, though.
Yeah, the little lady who's living in the... Do you hear that story?
No, I haven't.
I think it was in China. I forget, like, what city in China, but this lady she was living in this dude's attic, like ceiling, like, upper area attic, and she would come down just at night and, like,
Steal them snacks.
steal a little bit of snacks, just here and there, drink a little bit of milk, did a little of that. So after a while, he starts catching on.
Yeah.
Probably because his eggs went from fucking a dozen to like 6.
Less
He's like, what the fuck's going on? And why is the spatula always dirty? I never make eggs. I work in the morning so early. And so he put in cameras to see if it was rodents or if somebody was coming and stealing a hobo. The footage, I just saw like a clip of it.
Yeah.
And it was one of those clips where you just see like it kind of just like happening again and again. She's dropping down and she just comes like, just comes down from this hole over around his kitchen, like I don't know if she's pulling a ceiling fan back or an opening. I don't know what the house, but you just see her drop down, and she's in this long, like moo-ish kind of. I don't know what she was wearing. It was I couldn't really see what she was wearing.
It
But
was
it
like a
creepy,
like a dress shirt.
I don't know. It was maybe one of his old shirts.
Hobo stuff.
Maybe
I
she
mean, like
loved him.
and by that I mean like a shirt that's long enough to be a dress.
Yeah, like a moo-moo. Those are called moo-moos.
Oh, that's what those are called.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Remember that in The Simpsons, because Homer gets one when he gets. I think he gets laid off or something like that, and he's just at home and he just wears this long one with flowers on it. It's awesome.
Simpson.
But back to the mouse. So,
Okay.
set traps. Here it is, dude. All like the videos and stuff really say that you can do whatever you want. You can get whatever traps you want. But unless you want to spend almost like $20 on those electronic traps that zap them,
Yeah.
And you have to kind of clean them out and, you know, and do this thing if you want to reuse them again.
Yeah.
They're like the snap traps are the best. That's it. So I go to Walmart, get a bunch of snap traps, get like 6. I'm going to set them up along the perimeters. I've read enough of the notes to kind of see that you got to lay it against the sides. And you don't want to clean anything because they know that shit's changed and they won't take anything for granted. They just will whiz by.
Yeah.
So a lot of times if you make that mistake, you got to leave them there for a while.
Yeah.
So I set the trap. Okay. It's 11:30. I'm in full sweat, panic, and I'm setting my first trap. Because I got to pull the motherfucker back. And it's one of these weird ones where instead of having the old-fashioned like little metal disc that you put the stuff on, it has this plastic thing that's sort of aerated. It's like a big plastic plate, and
it looks like a piece of cheese.
Yeah, and it has this tiny little, not even like a good groove, just like a slight groove that the pin, this fucking pin, is supposed to just set in. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're supposed to be light for a reason.
Yes, and that's supposed to snap and because it takes the mouse out immediately. You know, it's the cleanest way to just crack the head, crack the neck, whatever. But I'm having the hardest time just because it keeps snapping on me, dude, and I'm fucking crying, dude. I'm so upset. I'm cussing. I'm just like, okay. Oh, motherfucking piece of fucking shit. Honey, you're so fucking lucky you're not here right now. I'm losing my mind. It came to a point where I had only 2 traps set. And I hadn't even moved them where I needed to move them, and I was like, "The mouse can fucking live here."
You were scared to move them.
Yeah, I was like, "The mouse can live here, dude. I can't take this, dude."
Were you more scared of it like snapping and hurting you, or
Yes.
more scared of it snapping and you not being able to set it again?
No. The setting it will like I had to keep resetting because it kept not catching that thing, and I realized that I had to turn it sideways, let that plastic little plate swing, then catch it, and then just hold it and just see if it's going to do it. The anxiety that went into that quarter turn was so immeasurable, you guys, that I realized I just kept having flashbacks of those dudes who have to defuse bombs, and they're right there thinking the fucking wire, the blue or the red, the blue or the red. And I just couldn't fucking take it, dude. I almost started crying. I just broke down. Like, this is the most anxiety-ridden thing that humans have to do.
So have you ever been snapped by one?
Yes, dude. That's why I know. When I was a kid, I used to fuck with them.
Yeah.
Because they were all in our barn and in our garage, and I've hurt myself on them.
I've never been snapped. So on a scale of 1 to 10, like how much does that hurt?
It hurts like a 4, but it's the surprise that fucking terrifies
the jolt of like
because it's such a hairline thing that. I mean, you fucking, like, walk by it and do that to the floor, it goes off. They're so sensitive, you know, because these mice are fucking, they don't weigh what? They weigh like a cum shot? Like, it's like so fucking, like, why did I say cum shot? You're gross, Jason.
Yeah,
Grow
I know
the
you
fuck
are.
up. I'm sorry. You grow up anymore, you'll be as old as we are. But it was really bad, and I learned something about myself that I could never, when it comes to meticulous workings of the physicality of my fingers and my intellect, it's very hard for me to excel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You gotta stay consistent.
Yeah. I gotta just let some other motherfucker do it.
Just stay in stasis and just be like, it's okay, mouse. So did you get the mouse?
Okay, so finally got those traps set. God, the worst. I even went and woke my wife up and told her how hard it was. But she apparently, like, she didn't tell me until a couple days later, but she was in the bedroom hearing me cussing mine, dying. She was, like, laughing so hard into her pillow that when I came in, she had to lock it up and act like she was like, "Oh, okay, honey, thank you so much." And she was so nice, so sweet. So 2 days later, the first next morning, no fucking mice, dude. And I'm thinking, did we scare this dude away? Like, are we cool? Do I have to not? Can I just like not do anything anymore and just live my life? Can I just not be a full homeowner and take responsibility for things that are happening on my property? Mm-hmm. And so I cleaned up some, took away some, vacuumed those areas clean, and then I left 2 behind the fridge because we had saw some poopies behind the fridge, you know? So let that whole day go. Here comes the next night. I'm like, honey, I'm leaving those 2 traps out. let's see if this fucker comes back, because maybe maybe he saw these traps and something's new and he didn't want to fuck with it. My bait, by the way, was Tootsie Rolls.
Okay.
Saw a video on YouTube. Do you want to know what my deciding factor to believe this gentleman was?
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw his fat ass Freemason ring on his finger. I was like, oh, these fuckers don't lie about shit like this, dude. These fools try to do everything that they can to the best of their ability. Possibly even kill people. But that's for another episode, Jason.
It is. I should be speaking louder to match your levels.
I'm sorry. I should just chill the fuck out. And we'll talk about something else. Okay, so...
Well, I want you to finish the story.
Okay, I know. Thank
I
you,
want to know
Steve,
what
for being
happened.
Mouse.
the anchor in this shitstorm of conversation.
Did you get the mouse?
So, the next night goes, dude, and my wife comes and wakes me up at 5:30 in the morning on her way to work. And she's like, honey, and she knows that I'm going to be discombobulated. And she goes, honey, did you put a trap behind the little shoe rack? And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? I told you there's just two behind it. And she's like, I think there's a mouse. And I'm like, what? You think or you know? I'm like being a rude ass. I'm like, you think or you know? What's going on? She's like, there's a trap over by the shoes. And I'm like, oh God, let me just show you what I'm talking. I'm like, okay. So we go out there. This dude had gotten the trap snapped right on the butt of his, like where his tail and his butt meet.
Yeah.
And it caught there, and he dragged it through, like, over the hallway and behind the thing, right?
Yeah.
Behind my just across that little walkway. So I go over there, and I see him underneath my shoe rack, but just the trap and his tail, and he's just, like, trying to be quiet. I'm like, bitch, I see you, Nick. I see you.
Because he
Come
can't
here.
fit.
I got him. So I pulled his ass out, and I had to bash him in the head with my boot because he's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want him to bite me, and I want this to end
Well,
now.
yeah, you got to put him out.
Yeah, I'm not a jerk, so I just 1, 2, 3, just whack it. He's like, and he just goes living the last death throes, dude. That death breath.
Dude,
That last death breath. I feel bad, dude.
Poor Ratatouille. Was it a big one?
Pour some out for Ratatouille.
That was his pouring noise. For
Yeah.
those of
Cool,
you.
because I have a fucking little bottle of whiskey, so it's like it gets the air breath. So
Right.
There you
You'll
go.
learn about that when you're older, Jason, who cannot drink legally right now.
True, but I took a bartending class.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, did you do like virgin margaritas or what the fuck?
No.
Did you make
Can you
Shirley
even
Temples?
serve alcohol if you're not legally able to drink?
Did you make a
Why,
seven?
like, I have so many questions.
Well, so you take a bartending class. You can take it from the age of 18.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
took it, and it's just about like learning how to make drinks and like memorizing like the basics.
Right.
And then also they teach you about like the charisma part of it, because that's apparently a big piece of bartending.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I didn't drink any drinks, but I made a couple and had them tested.
And
I'm not bad.
don't keep. Okay.
I mean, it's
You're a little
also
light on the
hard
alcohol,
It's
probably.
hard to fuck up. It's really
Jack and Coke.
basic to make cocktails, but you know.
Yeah.
Dude, shout out to Cocktail the movie starring Tom Cruise. You ever see that one?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God. The best fucking soundtrack to any movie you'll ever hear. Oh, the best.
Okay.
The Commodores, the Isley Brothers. You're not getting
Anything else?
Nothing. No,
I'm getting
sorry.
it. I was waiting for the payoff.
Robert Palmer.
There's a lot of good soundtracks out there, though.
It is.
It's
Well, so
a top title.
I feel like, are there still good soundtracks anymore?
Yeah.
What's a newer movie that had a bomb soundtrack?
Well,
And if you say it's because there were 21 Pilots, I'm gonna shoot my own dick with my fucking gun.
I can't think of a.
No, there's
of
only one, and I don't
Yeah.
think that's a great soundtrack.
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait. Let's go ahead and mention that C is a huge 21 Pilots fan.
Yes. Yes,
I'm
very
fairly
much.
huge.
Yes,
21
I know.
Pilots
You
fan.
and Ethan. Don't leave Ethan out. Put him in the bus.
Okay.
Put you
Yeah.
guys in the short bus and send
We
you
keep-
down to the show.
It's funny.
Just
You
kidding.
know what? They're a great band, and they make great music.
Yeah.
And,
They probably are. I don't.
and they're
I
great,
don't listen to
good-
them, but
great people.
it's
I
just
think.
more fun to make fun of them because I know that you guys like
They
them.
seem like super nice guys.
Yeah. Ethan and I were talking about the Chlorine music video today.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm not like against Ned,
Yeah.
but like I don't get it. I mean,
What's
like
what's a net? Is that one of their names?
so. No, in the music video,
Little alien
there's a
boy.
little animated alien gremlin character. He's
and his
sort of
name
cute.
is a Ned.
They named him Ned. Yes.
Okay.
And I mean, like, I've looked into the symbolism of it because I was like, all right, I saw it, and then I created my own idea of what I thought it meant,
Yeah.
and then I looked into what other people thought of it, and I was like, all right, everyone's on the same page here. But like the whole clique just accepted Ned, and so I was like, well, I have nothing against Ned. I just don't like why the Gremlin, like why. I mean, it's just so disconnected from everything else that they've done.
You think they're doing coke? You think they're just fucking yacked out of their brains? Don't even know what they're doing.
So Ethan told me though, it's representative of how the fan base doesn't like raw stuff and they rather have completed projects.
Oh, okay.
And like that's why he doesn't accept the chlorine from him or something, like at the end.
Yeah.
But I don't get that. Like I would accept raw from like almost any artist because that's their true self.
Yes.
Like artist expression.
That's gonna be the closest to the live show too that you could like.
Like
experience.
I don't know who told Tyler that we're not into raw stuff.
Well, he does accept the drink at the end of the music video. Okay, so the music video is it's the two band members and they're filling up a pool.
Jesus
with
Christ,
presumably
with
chlorine.
this shit.
And periodically, this Ned Gremlin
I
character
did.
comes out of his little hidey hole and like checks and like looks at the pool.
Is the animation good though in this music?
I mean,
No.
it's
Okay, from a film perspective, no.
It's not that good.
It's not gonna hold up.
Is it on purpose though that it's of a certain
not.
quality?
No.
Okay.
It like they have like it's very obviously animated like fur and everything.
Right.
And like it's detailed, but it wasn't choreographed enough to make it believable.
Yeah.
So it's definitely we're gonna laugh at it in a couple years. It'll be like this is garbage.
For sure.
Okay.
But like this Ned character is like checking in on the pool as they're filling it up and he's like not having it and goes back to his hole. So the band members progressively get more and more chlorine to fill the pool.
No.
And then finally once the pool is full, Ned jumps in. He grows like he has like little horns that are like a few inches long, and then when he jumps in, there's like a shot of him with like full-fledged antlers.
There's some crazy
Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
There's some crazy
What's
and
going
then-
on
and
with
then-
the kids, Jason? What's going on?
dude, the kids, Billie Eilish have
Did
you
you
see her
spiders and bleeding
Is it
eyeballs?
Eilish? I always thought it was Eilish.
Eilish.
No, it's Eilish.
Is it Eilish?
Yeah.
I've been saying it
heard
wrong
it
this whole
from
time.
every person I've heard
That's
from
okay.
says Eilish.
Billie Eilish, if
Yeah.
you're listening, I'm so sorry.
Billie Eilish, if you're listening, fucking thank you.
Hey.
And I'm sorry that I have not checked out your music videos. I just see your Instagram videos and you're got a spider came out of your mouth.
Billy, hit me up in a year.
I don't think she's scared to take you now though. She put a spider in her mouth. What's a
God.
18-year-old penis?
So
Sorry, Billy.
she just dropped a new music video. and
Oh
song.
my god. Is it good or
It's like Bury My Friends or something like that.
is it Burry?
Barry.
Okay.
I thought she didn't she
Okay.
just
Oh,
make
'cause I was
a
like-
song for a new movie that's coming out soon?
No, she made a song inspired by that movie Roma.
Oh, okay, yeah,
The-
that's the one that I've heard.
What's her singing voice? Is she falsettoing?
Yeah, she's very, very head voice.
Right.
Very typical pop sound, but she does something creative with it that just spices it up a little bit.
Oh, you're so in. You're done. You got the hearts.
I
I
can't
can't even
fucking-
get your opinion.
Dude,
It's biased.
listen.
You love her.
Yeah.
You love her, dude.
But her new song is fucking creepy. Like I'm pretty sure it's directed by someone who did like horror films.
Okay, so Rob Zombie.
No, but it's weird. Like,
Is it a good weird?
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it's intriguing, but it's for sure like what the fuck is going on, and she's for sure taking like a dark tone with this next album.
It seems like she was going there because like a lot of her
Yeah.
stuff lately looks kind of. It's more on this like I want to say emo-y or more darker side.
I would agree.
Yeah.
But when I look at her,
would say
it's
so
hard
too.
to take someone that's that young serious because I don't. Because at my age when I was that young, I'm like, what the? I did not have this deep of a view of the world, so maybe
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'm like, I don't get it, you know. But I'm sure she's probably been through some shit enough to. She doesn't have like ghostwriters, dude. Should I hate her?
No, she doesn't.
How do you know that for sure, dude?
Her brother is the only person that helps her.
Okay, who's her brother?
His name's like Phineas.
Jimmy Irish or Eilish?
I don't know.
It's fucking Jimmy Irish over here. He's fucking from Long Island.
I don't know.
Fucking Jimmy. You know who makes sick ass music videos?
Let's hear it.
I don't know if it's Tim Heidecker or Eric Wareheim, but the Tim and Eric dudes. One of those. I don't know. Maybe it's both of them, but I've seen some music videos. Fucking awesome.
Like what?
Like it was this. Do you see that slow motion video of a chick running in the forest away from this like crazy serial killer looking dude? And it's the whole music video is just this slow motion, like just getaway chase thing. Oh, it's fucking sick, and the music is dope. I forget what it is. I will try to remember. Tell you guys.
Okay.
You know, off set.
Dude, artists got some weird brains.
They really do.
Yeah.
Like, and I guess you have to be an artist, but
you do. But then you know, sometimes I see. Like sometimes I see music videos and I'm like, this is so crazy. Like this is crazy. This has nothing. I'm an old fashioned dude. I like to see music videos that are themed with the song.
Yeah.
And when you see those weird parallels, like even my band, the last band I was in, we did one where this song had this really serious tone about this personal relationship that with this person that we knew, and this kind of like giving up on this friendship and whole thing that was going on. And that song, like the lyrics were pretty obvious that it was in that type of tone. Yeah. And then we had a crazy music video where we were just like at a fair, you know? And at first I remember kind of being like, I don't get this, you know? But everybody that watches it is like, that's fucking dope. And I'm like, I don't get it. I'm not artsy.
Yeah.
I'm very literal. You know what I mean?
I want to bet that the people who liked it were like talking about the juxtaposition of the sad lyrics with such an overcompensated happy place.
They were more like, you guys shoot this in VHS? And we said yes.
Oh, did it have like a gritty?
It had that gritty lines, and then but it was my buddy Ian Flanagan. Shout out to Ian Flanagan, one of the most creative people that I know. And everybody else in the band got it. I didn't, because I was like, I come from a very straight up transparent representation of the video goes with the song, from all the bands that I like, you know. And but most people that have watched it are like, yeah, it's fucking tight. You guys are all at the fair, like fucking around. Your guitarist got his face painted like a little kid, and all this shit. And he got so mad he later went and rubbed it off like that.
Really?
Same day. He was like, as soon as he got it, like 10 minutes later, he rubbed it off. He was pissed.
I feel like artists will eat up anything that's. I mean, in my experience, artists will eat up anything that's retro. Or
that's a big hit right now.
I feel
antique in any way,
especially for like us
something
kids
with history
that are 30 and above. I mean, the VHS is still it's retro now. It's still very, but it still doesn't feel that old to me.
It doesn't to me either.
You know,
dude, that's how I figured out how to edit the first time.
Right on VHS. Dude, yeah, skate videos. That was the OG fucking
these cameras.
No, like I had a video camera. It was my dad's video camera, and it would record on DV tapes, which are the ones that are like
the tiny ones that you have to put in the big tape to play
exactly.
in the shit.
Yeah, so what I would do is I had the video camera connected to the television, so it would like play a bigger version of what I was recording. Right. And that was hooked up to a VCR, which had a VHS tape in it. And so I would have to rewind on the DV tape to the part where I wanted to, and then keep in mind that there was like a 4.5 second delay between when I hit play and when I hit record. And then I would have to record the little scene that we had filmed, and then I would have to stop it, and then I would record through all the shit takes to get to the one that I wanted to cut to, and it was a process.
Thank God.
You know what? Maybe fuck VHS. That sounds like a lot of stuff to do. We're so lucky.
I did that, and that was like 2005.
I mean,
I thought flip cams were hard.
And then I figured out that you could
cams,
edit digitally, and my world was changed.
Listen, I don't know if they're still out there, but I got some sick 98.7 FM videos that I edited of was it Bamboozle or whatever, this music fest that happened in Anaheim.
Oh, okay.
I met a lot of really cool bands and saw a lot of really cool bands. Even AFI played that show too. AFI Bouncing Souls. Yeah. Never AFI. Say Never. That band is so whack.
Dude, I bought my mom an AFI CD.
Your mom
birthday.
is.
That was
the shit.
Yeah.
What CD though? Let's see.
I don't like not currently. Like when I was a little kid, I bought it.
You don't remember though what CD you got her?
No, she was the one that was into AFI, not me.
Oh my God, your mom's so much more cooler than you are. I have to meet your mom, dude.
Okay.
It's gonna happen. Ladies and gentlemen, one day I'm gonna meet Jason's mom.
One day, Simba.
I do my own editing.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I do not.
We don't need
Shout out to Jason Eagle for all the editing on the show.
We don't need sound effects. We'll just cut to Dom's mic.
Yeah, I can do sound effects.
Oh.
Jason, how come you don't know anybody that wants to do voiceovers? I want to be a voiceover actor, dog.
What do you mean?
Like I want to voice over cartoons or claymation.
Like Robin Williams when he first got started, he did a bunch of cartoon
be like the
voices.
genie. Anybody live in space?
No,
I
he used to
can
do
work something
like
up.
cartoons.
Tight. We should do that's what we should. That should be another branch. Anyways, guys, what were we talking about?
Dude,
don't even remember.
We're talking. Hey, this
You
is
were
a
talking
This
about
is
how
it?
you were
We
talking
don't
about
need
how you're
topics.
introspective, and then the mouse, and then
Fucking kill the mouse. That's where it all
yeah.
started from.
Kill the mouse.
Oh, anything happened exciting in your guys' week this week? Worth fucking.
I got
shooting
my
shit?
wisdom teeth taken out.
That's right.
Yeah.
And for some weird reason, no cool video footage because you did not go loopy on the drugs.
I didn't go loopy on the drugs.
Are you AI?
I don't think so, but I feel like if I were AI, I wouldn't know it.
You'd be like possibly Elon Musk. Don't know. Gotta just
Yeah.
tap your neck, see if you feel a pulse or not.
But yeah, I just
Do you
remember.
understand binary code when it is spoken to you?
No.
One
Then you're
zero
not an
one
AI.
one 1011.
What's that mean to you?
1110111.
Human, dude. And it's that easy. I don't understand what the problem is. It would have been that easy in the Matrix to fucking figure this shit out.
Do you watch Futurama, or did you?
I did.
Do you remember the episode where they're in Bender's uncle's like haunted house?
No, I don't.
I just watched it recently.
That's why you're so creamed over it. I love it. Give me
Well, it was just I mean, the binary thing just made me think of it.
Okay.
There's like blood painted, and it says like 1000110, and they're like, Bender, what does that mean? And he's like, I don't know. And then he looks over at it in the mirror, and he's like, 011011. Oh no! It's like, what the fuck? Like, how is that funny? But somehow it is.
Yeah, that's funny.
I have of course I do, but I have a story that involves binary code,
Ooh.
Okay.
mushrooms, and Texas.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So I sang in this band called Stand in the Search for a couple of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
The very first tour that we ever did together was a quick little 2-week run, I think, maybe not even that long, but it was out to like Texas and then back. It was like a real short. It was like LA, it was California, Arizona, Texas, and maybe we were going to come back through, I don't know. But we got out to Texas, and we got out this area called the 3rd Ward, I think it's called, and it's a pretty fucking ghetto area.
Okay.
There's like pretty low income housing everywhere, just gas stations, by some train tracks. You know the type, you know what I mean, where
Yeah.
dudes get raped and killed, and chicks too. I don't think they're
No discrimination.
sexist. Yeah,
here.
they'll fucking kill anything out there. Just kidding. Shout out to Texas. But so we played this place called Super Happy Funland. Okay, and Super Happy Funland
SpongeBob?
was an old movie theater, gutted, but still had the stage, still had the seating, but the whole side was just gutted. And there was the craziest shit: giant Cabbage Patch Kids, horses from the merry-go-rounds, like just sitting there, just everywhere. And it was run by these punks, and like dudes that were cruising through, like trying to get to Washington, like people were just trying to go from East Coast to West Coast, and they would stop here. It was like sort of like a transient spot too, in a way, you know?
Okay.
Very DIY spot. But they made like vegan chili, all this cool stuff. Hey, we were super happy to play.
Vegan chili.
Which surprisingly is not that bad, which done right. But that is not why we're here, okay?
Okay.
We're at Super Happy Funland because Stand in the Search is going to play a show. So the opening band is this group of they must have been 40-year-old, like there was a mix of 50 to 30, like to mid 30-year-old people, like in this 5-person super group. Let's call them a super group of old dear dudes, and they're playing acid trippy. Just I'm pretty sure it was just one long jam session. It was, they didn't even have the set. They're just like, oh man, she was good. Just do it again. You know, just very no lyrics, and when they were, it was very sporadic.
Yeah.
They play for an hour, dude. what the fuck? You're an opener and you're playing for an hour. So all of a sudden we knew this show was not gonna be good.
Yikes.
There was no audience. Nobody came to the show. It's out in the most ghettoest of spots. We play our set, whatever. The last band plays, whatever. I don't even remember if there was last band. It might have just been us two. And we got to the van, load up, and the van won't start. And then it just goes like it's just not even revving at all.
It goes from like, hey, I'm like sort of trying, please don't hate me, to like, I give up.
To just shit show. So now we're out in this place. So now we're stranded.
In the middle of Bufu, Egypt.
And it's just sketchy people, sketchy neighborhoods. We're thinking, oh, maybe it's gas. We're low on gas. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's this. So a group of us go to the gas station, get gas. Yeah. Couple of country boys are there, amongst the punkers, kind of giving us advice. Oh, maybe it's your doodle-a-doo. Maybe it's your doop-bop, scoodly, scat, scoop, scap, goop. Try some things. We get it to start by spraying, I forget what, into the intake valve or something like that, but it doesn't last very long. It was on for 5 minutes, and the van just died again.
Some starter fluid.
Yes. So, ends up, we got to get towed.
Damn.
So we're getting towed now to whatever local hotel we're going to be getting. And that was, I believe, on most of, like, some of the band members' parents' dime. Like, they really fucking came through and got us a place to stay. So we stay at this decent hotel. And this overnight stranded thing turns into a couple days. We're out there for, like, I think I want to say 3 days.
Staying at this hotel. Was that the last of the tour or what?
No, this was mid.
Fuck.
This was, I think.
I want to say it's Texas, and if you did the whole U.S., then.
No. This was just a 2-week run. We were just doing we're just like a U shape. We're going to go out to Texas and then come up and come back down into L.A. So we're stranded out there, right? So when we get the ride to this hotel the first night, some of those older dudes that were in that band, that jam band, said, hey, man, we'll give some of you guys a ride because only a couple of you can go with the tow guy, Yeah. So the dude who gives us a ride has like a fucking minivan with a kid seat in it. And my guitarist, super short Filipino dude, so he goes, you got to sit in the kid seat, dude. Like and they're real like bubbly and giggly and goofy, right? Just kind of tripping on these dudes, yeah. But fuck it, man. We're nowhere where we are familiar with anything, so we're just gonna take this hospitality. This drive. We get in the car, and Dre's sitting in this car, see this booster seat. I'm sitting next to him, and Johnny's behind us, okay, in the very last row.
Okay.
And we start driving, and we're just going along these back roads, and they're just bumpy and little hills, and it's just windy, and I'm just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? And the passenger leans back, and he's like, dude, we have a side van. We do kids music. It's called The Tickles. Check it out. And he puts the CD on, and the song goes 0110111. Now we are having fun. Boo 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 doom. And it's just this simple thing. And he's leaning back. He's like, "This is," and he's just laughing. He's so excited about it. And the driver's just like, "Yeah, man, yeah." So we get to the hotel. They drop us off in front of the place where the tow truck dude is dropping it off. And it just so happens that the hotel is not too far away.
Yeah.
We can walk to it. So drop it off. We're going to sleep in the van because nothing's open right now. So we're going to sleep in there. The dudes drop us off. They drive away. And they do this weird, like kind of like almost screeching turn, but not a lot. It's like kind of like a little chirp, and they take off. And my guitarist goes, oh, those guys were on mushrooms. They gave me some. And I looked at him like, you fucking got us a ride with dudes that were fucking shrooming, and now you have mushrooms, and we're in Texas. And you know what mushrooms equal in Texas if you're caught with them?
No.
10 years minimum.
Damn.
Minimum. No joke, dude. That state does not fuck with drugs at all.
Yeah.
We didn't even bring weed into that state. We were like, fuck it, dude. Don't even want to get caught. We got LA plates. It's scary.
Yeah.
And so we made him ditch him at a Whataburger, and he was fucking pissed off. He was so mad that we made him ditch his mushrooms. But it was awesome. But yeah, man.
Damn.
Binary
so
code.
You had the first AI car ride.
I had the first AI car ride, and I want to say I heard the first Binary Kid song that was probably ever written. Which, and I hope they're doing good. I hope that band, I hope the Tickles have succeeded, and their acid fucking jazz band or whatever the fuck they were doing on stage for the hour long.
Both shrooms. Yeah.
Maybe they were hippie flipping, dude. What's hippie flipping again?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I think it's shrooms and acid, or I forget.
Hippie flipping?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some Ashland stuff you're talking about.
Oh, I'm talking Lithia Park shit, baby. You know what it is. Skeet, skeet.
Skate.
Shout out to Lithia Park.
Oh, shout out to Lithia Park and
nasty ass water.
Smelly. It's people go and they get stoked to go in there and bathe in there.
So I went on Instagram and I looked up the hashtag for Ashland or Lithia Park or whatever. Mm-hmm. There's so many like tourists that come by to drink it. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's like the Blarney Stone, dude. Everybody pisses in that fucking thing.
Like I saw some people that were like, hey guys, we're out here from New York and we're gonna try this, and it was like,
wait,
like
what?
Throw up. It's like, what the fuck? Like, why?
They drink the Lithia hot springs water.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my god.
Are you talking about like the fountains in Lithia Plaza?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fountain egg water. It smells like eggs and sulfur. Yeah.
No, but it's supposedly so good for you.
It's supposedly super healthy.
It actually, well, what it does is it opens up the 8th chakra, which is your skin chakra.
It doesn't do shit. It's gross water.
It's smelly, and if you drink that and you don't throw up, you're AI. 110111. We're having
Maybe that's
fun.
why Ashland people are that way.
Maybe there's she's from Ashland.
I don't know. Well, okay. Well, I'm not from Ashland.
Just kidding. You moved to Ashland.
Yeah. What? Not gonna lie though, being an Oregonian and like hearing about Ashland, the first thing is OSF, which is Oregon Shakespearean Festival, and then the second thing are those fucking fountains.
No, to me, I'm like, kill these fucking deer, you fucking hippie fucks, with the ticks, and the poops. There are poops everywhere. Caquitas everywhere.
Well, and then you see the deer, and they just look so shaggy too,
and they have no natural instinct left. They are so mind broken.
Yeah.
That
they're
you could,
like brain mush.
I mean, if this was back in the day of the Conquistadors, people would just be fucking them. Christopher Columbus would have been fucking every deer in the ass that he could have did.
How do you know?
9 years old and younger.
How do you know he didn't?
Hello. You know, some dudes have like those really weird neural faces. Do you think maybe like cross geneticism? Bestiality. You win.
Never know.
You never ever know. I mean, what if?
Isn't it still legal?
What?
In some places?
Oh, dude, I'm sure some
to fuck animals.
Dude, there's still some weird laws.
Well, because that was the argument before gay marriage was legalized, was that it's still legal to fuck your dog, but not legal to fuck a man if you're a man. Type.
Interesting.
Dude,
yeah, like
you should be able to scissor and fuck.
Someone
ass.
should fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's.
Hey,
a thing.
Our MGTOW champion, why don't you fact check that shit?
Come back at it.
Put that in your book, son bitch.
Yeah. So,
please, Jason, talk to me.
We talked through a bit of local stuff there, but I was looking at our analytics, and there are some people that aren't. Actually, most of our viewers aren't from Oregon.
They're from LA.
Okay, so it's
all
your family.
Why? Because I'm Mexican and I have a big family? Jason,
no,
no, I'm totally kidding.
live there.
I'm sorry.
It's 'cause you're
I gotta stop saying that I'm kidding because it's funnier if I don't. Fucking stupid, Dominic.
You also have LA
funny.
tattooed on your neck?
Yeah.
Lala. They call me Lala, doggy.
No, it's.
Where are they from? Tell us.
There's a
Sheboygan?
couple in Canada.
We got some Canucks, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Do
fucking
you hear
Canada,
that?
dude.
The third hole is international.
Fuck yeah. We finally crossed one border. Fuck.
One border. Let's get to the other one.
Hey, that's a hard border to cross.
I don't think there's analytics on the other border.
Oh, dude, there's some more illegal downloads than you know, brother.
Yeah, so we got some California. Michigan is our other hefty one.
No shit.
Yeah.
And what is this analytic based on phone number? What's it based on?
Well, it was on
Podbean stats?
Podbean, which
I'm sorry that I weed coughed into your popper stopper, dude.
that's yeah.
You'll have to wipe that down.
I'll figure it out.
I have wipes because I have 2 kids, so it'll smell like baby ass.
Baby wipes for days.
What was I talking about?
Michigan.
Baby's ass? I don't.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
People. So I think there's a couple in Washington.
Okay.
I think Oregon was like the third or fourth most
shit
listened area.
We gotta. Are you telling people, Jason, or
Bro?
no? Oh, dude, people are so tired of hearing me about
Listen,
my podcast.
I mean, I put it on Instagram and everything, and I tell everyone that I know, but
We'll get there, dude.
Are you? But like, as you're walking down the street, are you stopping strangers?
Yeah. Are you
Oh
grabbing
my
someone's
God.
wrist and going, "Listen,
dude,
the third hole, dude"?
so maybe at my restaurant, I should just be like scripting that.
You should be like, "Hey,
I mean,
are you Christian?
religious-
You're not.
I was gonna
Check
say.
this show out."
I was gonna say religious people do it all the time. They knock on doors.
Yeah. How come?
Right?
How come? Like,
Have
you
you
know
listened
what?
to the third hole yet?
I'm gonna go around and tell people that they need to get into Ninja Turtles because it's fucking important.
Start a campaign. Just door
What
to
if I
door.
got to meet the dudes, Bill and Kevin, who created Ninja Turtles?
Damn.
And then you should just have
Shout out to them.
you should just have a clipboard with a pen for no reason.
I'm just like,
just
who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Have you listened to the third hole?
Wrong answer on both accounts. Sir, you're going to need this paper. And it's just a picture of us and our Instagram handle.
Dude. Oh, there's 2 viewers in Texas. What if they're
That's what the fuck is up? Because I got
Shroom Boys?
No, I know it's my buddy Aaron. Aaron, I
Aaron.
love you, dude. Aaron's the man. Aaron Turnberger. He's a guitarist from way back. He's one of the very first dudes that I met when I was in Search, and we had a decent tour that didn't shit show in Texas for the first time.
Yeah.
That we met, and I stayed in contact with him for, it's been almost like 6-7 years, and every now and then we still hit each other up, and he's just become an amazing guitarist too in his own time. He's fucking
an amazing listener too. Apparently.
and dude, probably the most amazing listener so far,
bro. People need to leave some more comments though. You know,
it'd be nice
Let us know.
Yeah, even the bad ones are good too because I get a kick out of those.
That was funny.
I feel like if you're doing something and you're not getting bad comments,
I
you're
left
not
a
doing
comment.
it.
I don't
We'll
remember.
see.
I don't remember what I said,
Was
but
it
it
on
was
Podbean?
positive. Yeah, it was on Podbean.
That's tight.
I'll check.
Yeah.
That's tight. But you're not allowed to comment on your own cast, okay? I mean,
Okay.
your own episode. So
Well,
Oh.
I think I just did one because I was like, no one's commenting. I'll put a comment.
that's what's up, dude.
Thank
Because
you.
I was like, they're probably counting that
you're the
shit. I
one.
want to help.
You're still the one that comments the best. You know what I mean?
Folgers in your cup.
I don't
Folgers
think
in
I
your
could listen to this episode because hearing your own voice sounds so
Hurts
fucked.
It's fucked.
So
It's
I
fucked.
I listen to
I'd probably
everyone's
just
stuff.
listen and be like, this is bad.
Mostly because I have to edit.
I
it,
sound bad.
But
Yes, and you do a great job,
Thank
by the
you.
way. Thanks for that
You know-
long beep. That was so awesome.
you needed it.
I needed it so
Yeah.
bad. I knew there was one other thing that I did want to talk about, but it's escaping me now. No. Okay. No.
goodness.
Had a
Wait.
customer come into my work,
Yeah.
and it was a lady,
Okay.
and this lady had the yoga pants, but they have like the crazy cool colors and designs, almost like ski pants. You know,
Yeah.
like those
Yeah.
little tight '80s ones that have the crazy ass design.
Mm-hmm.
And she was standing in a certain area, and when she left, I smelt the entirety of her body odor. And like I walk by someone, I'm like, oof, a little stinky. That's I understand that. But the one that like when it lingers there
Yeah.
after the human leaves, like it's pig pen.
That's a bit much.
What are you doing? Wrong.
I mean,
what's the movement about
yoga
just being
pants?
stinky?
Just from the gym, maybe.
But you know the pants. But
Yeah.
then it's like that didn't. It didn't smell like sweat, like working out. It smelled like
Just-
like she had like shit her pants and then just wore the same underwear but she just washed them in the sink.
Weird.
And just put them back so it had a sweet and sour ass smell.
Huh.
You know what like I don't know if she comes in anymore because me and C both work at the same the same establishment. But there's a customer. She always rides the little
Oh,
the
yep,
electric car, and there's
yep,
that
and her
sweet
daughter.
and sour ass.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. But this person
Weird.
was young and sprightly, and I'm like, dude, you French? Are you French as fuck right now in my presence?
The only merit I understand for smelling that gross is like if you're trying to be out in the wilderness and blend in.
Yeah.
Because like the stinkiest, like I remember my dad would go for hunting trips growing up for like weeks at a time sometimes.
Right.
And, like, he smelled like shit when he came home, but, like, it was because he spent the time to, like, cover his own odor and
the shit.
Yeah, because, like, when you're washing hunting clothes, you're not supposed to use regular detergent. You're supposed to, some people say, like, piss, but there's certain detergents you can use that don't. Yeah. Because the animals will smell that shit. Like, that's the only
and your
reason.
homies won't want you to go there, like, you smell like
maybe
fucking
she lives
Purell,
in the woods,
bitch.
and that's her life, and she just decides to come to our establishment every once in a while.
That's her life, dude.
You know?
And in the off season, she's hunts truckers.
Other than that,
Gross.
please, for the love of God, shower.
You know what? You don't have to wear deodorants, and because I know, ladies, look, I know I've gone with my wife to the stores, and the deodorant scenario is so against women with everything has aluminum in it. They're like, get breast cancer and die, bitches. That's what I feel like and the guys don't have it. Like my Old Spice, no aluminum. Yeah. So I have Ronnie.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't either.
Yeah, that aluminum has been linked to kind of like. There's been some links to some breast cancer scenarios.
Oh.
Well, good thing I use Old Spice.
As it has been explained to me, I know nothing. I'm a fucking dumb son of a bitch about that. I just feel like you shouldn't have something that has aluminum unless you're wrapping up some fucking enchiladas, way.
Well, that's
or maybe even some pizza.
There was something that my brother was telling me about cat food, that there's like a specific brand out there, and I'm sorry I don't remember which one it is, but that they put like literal poison in their food, and that there were a series of cats getting ill and dying because of this food.
Dude.
But it was like low dosage, so it was like over the course of years.
Damn. They're just shortening cat
lives.
And
so now this one company is being boycotted, clearly.
I feel like
Friskies. Fuck, I haven't seen a Friskies commercial in forever, dude.
You know, I think that's what it is, honestly.
Fuck you, Friskies, if it's true. If it's not, my bad.
And that
Friskies.
Purina is apparently the good shit.
That has to be like in their least interest to do so, though. They're only gonna make more sales if they don't kill the animals.
Yeah. Well, I mean, cigarettes are the same way too. If you think about it, they're killing their customers.
And condoms. They're killing their future customers.
Just pull out, dude. It works not. It does not work, dude.
Is that how you have 2 kids?
No, I did not worry about that. Luckily for me and the missus, we were ready to have kids. Like she got off birth control. She was on birth control before I met her. You know, a lot. I feel like a lot of females will just, not because they're gonna go out and fuck everything that walks, but just it's an extra safety precaution, because sometimes
I think it has something to do
shit
with
happens.
Like health.
Shit happens.
Well, that
I think it sorry.
I
think it does something.
There are okay, since you are come here, Jason, let me cradle you into the arms of maturity and explain the clitoris. I'm just kidding. No.
I think it does something that's not sexual. Thank you.
No, I don't think the clit's involved in that.
It's not so much. But the benefit that my wife enjoys about it is that her period is shorter.
That's what I was going to say.
And there is less of the bleeding.
Is that with hormones, the menstrual cycles, less painful.
And anything that shortens that process for me
Yeah.
is good, because, like I've explained on the show before, it's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing. So very scared when that time comes, because my usual antics are sarcasm and fucking around.
Yeah.
And my wife is not neglected in any aspect of any of that joy that I can give to people. And when Flo's in town, her aunt's pissed, dude. Fucking pissed. And it takes me a while to realize, like, okay, we're okay. My bad. I love you so much, honey. Shout out to honey.
Your wife is great.
Yeah.
I
Why
keep
don't we
saying
have her on the podcast?
I would love to have her. Her voice is so delicious.
I'm surprised she hasn't been already.
I think we're both kind of like, that'd be so goofy and weird, because all we're gonna do is just talk about how much we love each other. It's sappy as shit.
Yeah, but now I'm here, so.
It doesn't matter, dude. I'm going to talk about I love her so much. I love her so much.
Which is funny because your wife also works where we work.
Yeah.
And you guys work different shifts.
Yes,
so I've never
worked together.
I've never worked with you both at the same time.
We're very, because when we first came and we transferred to this spot, this branch over here, we had a couple.
Keeping it vague.
keeping it vaguely, as it were. We had a couple of shifts for a couple of months together, at the same time, and it was weird.
Mm-hmm.
I very much am of the mindset of I will come by and give my wife a kiss on the cheek every now and then.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck who that pisses off, but I will not. I still do my job. You know what I mean? And even if she was right by me, I'm still like working. And I can work and touch her. But I try not to be all up on it and she won't let me. She's like, get out of here. She's like, get to work. Because she's such a good hard worker and I am not.
Yeah.
I'm talking too much about work though, dude.
We'll cut everything.
Let's switch topics.
Just like from right here, boom, bring it back in.
There was nothing that we just talked about. We're skipping that.
Hey, if you thought you were hearing something that we did, no. So next, okay? I'm a mouse killer. See, you're a writer.
Sure.
You write?
Yeah, I do. I do write.
You dabble in the words?
In wordplay, yeah.
You're a wordist.
A wordist, yeah. That's what.
Something here. You could. You
see,
could,
what do you write? First of all, let's see. Let's see. Tell you what you write. See, what do you write?
Okay. Mostly poetry.
What does Kavoth say about poetry?
Nice.
I don't know.
Oh, you will. Just kidding. No.
Mostly poetry, but I did go to school for like film stuff.
Yeah.
So
have you ever written
I've written scripts.
Have you ever written like songs ever? Have you tried like? That's kind of.
Well, the thing is that I think that a lot of my poems would make excellent lyrics,
okay.
but I don't have the musical talent to transfer it.
So, we all need to meet up more then.
Well, I see way too much at work. No way, dude. Totally kidding. Yeah.
Way too much. I've switched to the different shifts than you recently.
Have you?
Different times a day, yeah.
Shit on a shingle,
well, you work
dude.
mostly nights, and I work mids and mornings now. I've got one night shift this week, but
that's
the only one for the next couple weeks, unless I pick up one.
Well, there's still technology, Well,
it's
called a fucking group chat, dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
send me like
we need to get some production stuff.
Let's fucking make a movie, you fucking silly fucks. I'm tired of. I'm obviously in it. Yeah.
Some fast steps for you there.
Well,
we need to make a channel trailer. Is what I was gonna bring up.
Ooh, a channel trailer, dude.
Ooh.
We did it for my old YouTube channel. It was kind of funny. It was just introducing all of us.
Well, they have that on I have an Xbox, and the YouTube on Xbox, like if you go to someone's channel, like at the very top where there's the banner, there's like a link where it's like watch a trailer for the channel.
Yeah.
They like that's a thing now.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's a piece of YouTube, and also like some YouTubers will make it so it auto plays.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say sometimes
channel,
it just
you
it
have
just
to
plays.
watch their shit. Guess what I do?
No, like
I don't
just
do it.
sometimes it just plays the most recent video that they came out with, and then
okay.
times, most of the time, like
channel
hopefully it's like some overdone because they're making fun of the fact that it's a trailer type thing.
But we just need.
But it works.
We need some content.
Oh, that word is that we need that word. We need more of that word, content.
Content.
It's what flows life.
It is life. Content is life, bro.
What are you doing?
Know?
What are you doing if you're not?
If you don't have content, are you alive? Are you dead?
Bro.
Did you leave your art game and your body's just standing there against a rock?
Are you talking about being content and happy?
No, not at all. That doesn't exist. I feel like true happiness is like you're forever kind of getting there, and that's like the happiness of it. Because once you find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, there's like it's not like you just fucked up the rainbow, dude. If you close the bag of gold, you close the rainbow, and that was so much fun.
So you're hoping that life is just a linear line, ever increasing upwards instead of a waveform.
I think honestly,
it's more closely resembled to a waveform, though.
I don't like that. Then what you're telling me is that there will be downs, and I don't like the downs, dude.
But with a wave, the downs are always equal to the ups, though.
That's true. And how do you know about the ups unless there are downs?
Exactly.
How dare you get philosophical? Throw it up.
That comes.
I also minored in psychology.
Ooh. Oh shit! Well then. We got some shit to talk about. Dr. C in the house. Jason?
Not a doctor.
What did they do to you?
We got the two small brains versus the large.
Fuck, a couple of morons.
I don't know, my head's
I didn't
small.
call myself a moron.
Most hats are too big.
what's the thing that's going on right now that has anything to do with current relevance of movies? Like, what's the hottest movie that's out right now? I feel like there's a lull right now.
Well, the one that I was most excited about to come out recently was Glass.
Okay, the trilogy means of it.
And from a good friend of mine has told me that it was subpar.
So I am an M. Night Shyamalan fan.
Shyamalan, ding dong.
This one just didn't pass.
Okay.
He fucked it up.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
So please no spoilers.
So I'll keep it brief. He messed it up, and
you felt like the goal was not reached with this movie.
So
don't go too far into it now.
I do have something to say about it too.
He's a Shyamalan, so as you know, he tries to throw the Shyamalan at the end.
Right.
It doesn't work. It doesn't play off.
It doesn't play off. No. Okay. Well, what my friend told me about it was that apparently, allegedly, which by the way, Glass is the sequel to both Unbreakable and Split. For those who don't know.
And if you haven't seen Split, neither.
Which ruined Split. Like
Split was phenomenal on its own, though.
Split came out and it wasn't. No, like they didn't put it in the trailer that it was the sequel.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. It was
so,
that was the Shyamalan twist.
Yeah, the whole
at the end of
was
it.
Like,
spoiler, sorry.
Oh, a sequel. And then it just ruined anyone who actually wanted to see that stuff.
Well, see, the problem with it, and this is all what a friend of mine told me. I haven't actually looked into any of this myself, but that he wrote Unbreakable, and then they shot Unbreakable around the same time, but that he also wrote the script to Split around the same time as Unbreakable and wanted them to be connected, but then couldn't, I guess he wanted to have a great actor for it, and then just kind of put it on the shelf. And then eventually, a couple years ago, James McAvoy came along, and they filmed it. And then that Glass, the third one in the series, was written recently.
Yeah.
And so he wasn't in the same headspace. It didn't connect the way that it was supposed to.
He's a different man now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Unbreakable came out in the 1990s, right?
Dude, the best part is when Samuel L. Jackson falls down the stairs like a broke-ass bitch. I love that shit.
I mean, I have to find out that he's a piece of shit.
Yes.
Let's keep the...
No, if you haven't seen Unbreakable, then, spoiler alert, then, what the fuck are you doing? You're never going to see the third one, let alone fucking Split.
But that was the one that I was looking forward to.
I did like Unbreakable.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I have enjoyed Lady in the Water. I really enjoyed Lady in the Water.
That's one that I did see.
I love that one. I love Paul Giamatti, dude.
I didn't see Unbreakable until after I had seen Split, and then it was like, oh, that's Bruce Willis. Oh, it's an Unbreakable reference.
Yeah, but
and
have you seen
Sideways?
All right,
now I gotta...
With Paul Giamatti?
No, I haven't.
Well, there's a sex scene, and it's awesome.
Okay.
And there's also golfing.
Is that the highlight of the movie?
Yeah, because the rest of it's relationship indie. Fucking who cares, dude? Yes, there's a hot chick with an ugly guy, and they're going to have problems. Spoiler alert. Cheating. Shyamalan twist. Nobody gets laid. And that would be terrible if it was just...
Jason, what's your favorite Shyamalan movie?
That's a tough one for me.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Because mine's got to be Split. But granted, my pool is very small.
Yeah.
Because you haven't seen some of the back catalog.
I've seen Split. I've seen...
Signs?
I haven't seen Signs.
Oh my gosh. I have to go pee.
I've seen Lady in the Water. I've seen...
You haven't seen Signs?
What was the one where they're all scared of the wind?
Oh,
and they're all running in fields, and it's
that's Signs.
Marky Mark.
Is that Signs?
That's not Signs.
No, that's
It's
Jason. I have to go pee. Can you?
Okay,
go pee.
Okay. I'll keep it going. Or we can just
answer the question.
Wait. We can just cut this.
Someone out there is listening and knows the movie that I'm talking about. And I'm so sorry, I can't think of what it's called.
I just looked up M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, I don't think
on the list of screenplays written by him. Stuart Little.
Oh, dude.
What?
The first one?
Yeah.
Is that like 2001?
Is that the one where Michael J. Fox is the voice?
99.
99.
And is it Michael J. Fox is the voice of him?
Let me look.
Okay, please look. I love you.
That would mean that he did it
Laurie, yeah, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
When when did the rest of those Shyamalan movies? When did Unbreakable?
Well, dude,
and
Signs came out like when?
I got them all right here.
Pop that Signs one in, doggy.
Signs was 2002.
What about Unbreakable? That was the 90s, right? I'm gonna guess 97.
I'm gonna guess.
Sixth Sense. Unbreakable was 2000.
I was 3 years
Dude,
off.
you smoked a lot of weed in between those 2 times. Me too.
What?
Up top.
What, between 97 and
Hell
2000?
yeah, homie. West.
Wasn't alive.
Oh my God, there it is. There it is. Guys, if you can guess
a
how many
baby.
times per show that Jason throws out how he's awesome and the youngest, you can win it for our very first T-shirt that we'll have to
The
go get made.
Sixth Sense.
Is this the first one?
That's another one that I've
99.
seen.
Dude, the Sixth Sense is
that's
a
one that I
great
have
one.
seen.
Yeah, it is.
I see dead dicks.
See, I like people like quote unquote spoiled that movie for me,
Right.
but I always thought that the spoiler was that the kid was dead the whole time.
You thought the kid was dead the whole time?
And then I watched the movie and I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it now." But well, because
Ooh, it's creepy.
Well, because the kid is
I
the
love
one
it.
who's like, "Oh, I see dead people" or whatever.
Yeah.
And
he-
so I was
Stanley,
like,
Stuttery
so I was like,
Stanley.
"Oh, okay, the kid's dead and he sees dead people, but the kid was dead the whole." Okay, that makes sense in my brain.
Right.
And then I watched the movie and I was like, "Oh, okay." So it was spoiled for me, but it also wasn't, which kind of
So-
felt good because I could experience.
Yes,
its
you
surprise.
still had a little bit of
Yeah.
astoundment at the end.
Yeah,
of,
exactly. Yeah.
His oldest one is Praying with Anger, 92.
Yeah, nobody saw that, so I don't even think that's a real thing.
So he did Sixth Sense, and
Sixth
then
Sense
he
was
did Stuart Little.
99. Yeah, then Stuart Little.
I want to get away from the fame. I want to do a
I
kids
guess
one.
Wide Awake and She's All That were awesome.
He did She's All That?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, sorry.
Really?
Listen, Mr. Shyamalan, that's a staple in my life. Thank you. I love that movie so fucking much.
And that's
Oh, I love it so
screenplay.
much.
He didn't direct that.
Yeah, I believe
Who's that chick? Who's
no,
that main chick?
it's called She's All That. Not Who's That Chick.
Who's on first? Am
Who's,
I right?
yeah, fucking, what's on second? Fucking Abbott and Costello. You old writer, you. Hack. Okay. Who? What was her name?
Hold on.
I love you. I'm sorry that you don't have
That's
my.
okay. I gotta go
It's because you
back.
don't have my Wi-Fi, dude. I ain't giving you that password yet.
No, it's not slow. I just exited out of it.
Okay, but I
gotta
will
go
give you the
back.
password. I'm not a jerk like that.
Okay.
And the next time you
Thanks.
come, I gotta write it
I'm
down.
gonna ask.
Cool.
Rachel Cook.
That's right. Is that what it is?
Rachel Lee Cook. Lee Cook.
Rachel Lee Cook.
Paul Walker. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's the bad guy. I've watched you walk around like a god around this place or some shit. Hey, rest in peace, because he's dead, dude.
Rip, dude.
He's dead, dude. You gonna pour some LaCroix on my carpet? Let's go.
Pour some La Croix.
LaCroix. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't speak
It's not-
non-awesome
I don't think
traders
it-
of war. Just
I don't
kidding.
think it is La Croix. I'm pretty sure it's La Croix.
What is it? See, I know you know, dude.
Everyone I know who drinks it calls it LaCroix.
Yeah.
LaCroix?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a hockey player's last name.
LaCroix.
And LaCroix up with he's in for high sticking 2 minutes.
Damn.
I just like the static flavor.
I do too.
Yeah, you like that battery water with a
Yeah.
little bit of essence.
Yeah. Well, it's like no sugar. I don't have a sweet tooth, and it's like it's no sugar,
It was
but
my-
it gives you the same like oral
Effervescence.
sensation as drinking a soda
It
or
does.
beer or something.
Carbonated,
something
dude.
carbonated. Yeah, but there's nothing in it, and I'm only drinking water, so I feel
Yeah.
better about
It
drinking
was-
a shit ton
it's
of
my-
it because it's literally just water and carbon.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, you love it. Nice.
It's
all right,
nice.
dude.
I gotta have it. It's
I gotta have it.
it's my anti-soda.
Yes, it has to be
Yeah,
for all of us live.
I mean, I haven't had soda in a couple years because of this, which is amazing. I
had
thought
soda
I
long
would
ago.
lose more weight because of that, though. I didn't.
Mm.
It was just like a health thing, I get. I don't know why I stopped.
When you drink soda now, does it like taste like syrup
Haven't had it.
ever since?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it tastes like
Dude.
syrup to me now.
No, listen, and this is what I think.
it's
This
too
is
much.
probably what 30-year-olds have different than 20, mid-20, whatever. How old are you?
I'm
Almost.
23.
You're
23?
almost
I'll be
40.
24 in a couple
Dude.
months.
When you have a Coca-Cola
Mm-hmm.
from Mexico
Non-nad.
in the glass
Oh,
bottle,
I remember
have.
those, dude.
it's the best fucking thing in the
Fuck
world.
yeah, real
I have,
sugar.
It
yeah.
is. It's
But it has to be cold.
it has to be fucking. You have to grasp the bottle and go, ooh, that's fucking cold.
Wait,
Yeah.
Let me-
And then it like sticks to your hand a little,
little
bit because the ice.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's frosty.
ooh, frost.
I miss Coca-Cola on a regular basis, dude. And Slim Jims for those two together.
Sell those things?
No, but listen, I haven't even entered a state of ketosis yet, Jason.
Oh, yeah. You're still working towards that?
Yes, you know that, man.
Okay.
I'm working hard.
Well,
By
shout
hard,
out,
I mean not very much.
shout out to
hard.
Mexico though for like their bottle system, because like of the whole reusing the same bottles. Like
Nice.
like when I was in Mexico, which is in I think around 2008.
Right.
Like you get a glass soda and it's got like noticeable
Marks.
worn
Word
rings
marks,
around it in a couple places because of how many times it's been run through their machinery.
Yeah.
Because basically you finish the bottle and then you're supposed to recycle it and then it goes back to the manufacturer
Yep.
and they just keep putting it in the same bottles.
It builds flavor
It's the
like,
first
like
part
a
of
good cooking pot.
well, there's
pot.
reduce and then reuse and then recycle. So
Recycle,
we're supposed to reduce
reduce,
and then
reuse.
reuse. So it's great because they're using the second. They don't even get to the third. They just.
They don't even fuck around on there, dude.
Here in America, we smash our glass.
Yeah, we break it and just.
I
do
love
shit
that
with it.
sound though. Whenever I'm returning glass bottles though, and it smashes in the machine, it's like, ugh. It's satisfying.
Breaking glass is a very satisfying
It's
sound.
very satisfying.
It is.
Dangerous.
It's
but
not like it's for your eyes is.
Yeah.
But you know, there's certain glass that breaks and it doesn't.
Weak glass.
But you know what? You know, like when you see that certain glass that breaks and then there's that glass dust. That's fucking terrifying to me because you breathe that in. You know what I mean? Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Not as scary as mousetraps though.
I
Those
play-
fucking terrify
I
me.
play a lot of Minecraft, and
Okay.
there's a sound effect for glass breaking, and
Do you-
sometimes I'll just break glass just to hear it.
You just line up a bunch of glass and you just fucking go through it.
Well, actually, I made that my text tone for a little bit, actually.
So you're really into the glass.
Okay,
The glass
it-
Why is that, dude?
I don't know. It was really satisfying.
It's just a good sound.
Yeah. Also, my current text tone is the sound of ice clinking,
Ooh.
Clink, clink.
which is a default
you into the
text tone in
ASMR?
my. No.
No.
I mean, like, if you're into it, I support it, but I don't get
I'm
it
super.
myself.
What are we into?
What?
Tones?
ASMR?
Text tones?
That's when people like make the sounds and it's supposed to be relaxing.
Yeah. You know what
Oh.
ASMR is?
It doesn't
No.
like.
Really?
I don't remember what it
Ass to
stands
mouth?
for, but no. If you look up ASMR videos, it's people like crinkling
Audio
things
sensory
Oh.
or like.
memory reduction. I
What
don't know
the?
what it
That
is.
sounds wild as
And
hell.
I guess it's like some people will listen to the sounds and then feel it
Yeah.
or something.
A lot of them
You
are
mean
like,
like- Sorry, go ahead, Todd.
a lot of them are like head scratching or like barber shop.
Or I've seen the people like with the goop and they like fold the goop
yeah.
The
over.
Nickelodeon gack.
Yeah, which
then
the
they
one
make
that
a fart?
the one that I do like though is the people who do the different paints and then they take a painting knife and then they like blend it together and they like cut it in different ways.
Dude,
and the
that sounds
colors all
Bob
mix.
But that's
Like,
a visual
But
thing,
that's not
too.
ASMR. That's
Yeah, that's ass to mouth.
that's visual stuff. Like that I'm into, but like
I
the
love
rest of
the-
it I don't really get.
You a Bob Ross fan, though?
I love the
Yes,
noises
I love
of
Bob Ross. Well, I've learned a lot from
okay,
Bob
you're gonna-
Ross. I also
he's
paint
so-
a lot.
Of course, you're a fucking renaissancer.
For those of you who listening to the podcast who don't know me, yeah, I paint too. So
You have-
C wears many hats, but they're all too big.
You have to.
all of them.
All mine are little tiny teeny hats, but I wear them all.
All at the same time?
Yeah.
Like a little fucking Rio de Janeiro
Yeah.
looking dancer.
Every time
on a
someone's
float.
like, have you dabbled in this? And it's like, as a matter of fact, I have.
And you tip that window. As a matter of fact,
This
I
hat.
have. Bloop.
Yeah.
So you don't stay in your lane, Jason? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I stay in every lane.
Ooh.
I am the lane.
A jack of all
Oh.
trades.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
actually did my senior project on being a jack of all trades
And a master of none.
They let you do that?
and a master of some.
Okay. I like the way you're changing
yeah.
history and
I
the
am.
future.
Yeah, everyone was like, "That's not what
not
the
the same.
phrase is."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Cause I'm the fucking game changer. What's up?" You can master some things and be mediocre
You
at
can still be.
others.
You can be good at like. I can
Leonardo
still
da
throw a
Vinci?
football like a motherfucker,
Yeah.
and I'm also really good at other things. You know, but I can still. I'll still always be able to throw a football.
I
like a
never
motherfucker.
understood like the master of none thing. It's like why not be a master at something?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they also call it a Renaissance man because
Yeah.
of Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
So-
what the term is. Oh, you're a Renaissance man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
it's
that's
now
like
it's
the nice way
inflated
of
a little
saying
bit.
it. Jack of
Yeah.
all trades seems like it's like the
That's
less-
realistic.
the less.
Like you're a jack of all
nice.
if you're a jack of all trades, then you might be a master of none because the idea is to be the term master back then meant that you, like, if you crafted.
I feel like
swords or
we're
whatever,
missing
you
part
were
of the
shit.
phrase here.
No, jack of all trades, master of none is the construction term.
And
I know we're probably missing.
yeah, poetry.
No, because I thought that
major
it was
over
about like a jack of all trades is a master of none,
Who's
but
Jack?
that's better than being a master of one thing. Like there's a second bit that we're missing.
I feel
here.
like it's subjective. Like it's whatever. Because some people would say, "Well, I'm the best fucking this that will ever be."
here. Yeah.
Here's the original phrase. Okay. It says, according to Google, the complete saying was, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one.
Oh, but is that cool because it rhymes? Poet?
I mean, no, not explicitly because of that, but
It makes sense too.
it's good use of wordplay to make its point.
It is.
Yeah.
But I also think that it gives too much credit. I like the idea of jack of all trades, master of none. Like forever, keep going.
I would say like someone like compare a brain surgeon with someone who can like do stitches well, but
Yeah.
can also maybe fix your car.
Yeah, who knows
Like,
about carburetors?
Who knows how to do an oil change, but like doesn't know how to change an engine out, and like you know what I mean?
Can't work the fucking TiVo when it first came out, kind of thing.
Yeah, which isn't as good as a brain surgeon, but oftentimes better than that.
And usually like getting
That's
paid
how I always interpreted it.
less. I mean, brain surgeons. I don't know, dude. That's a pretty.
That
it's-
being the stereotypical smart job.
Yeah. What is this? What is the smartest job ever?
Rocket scientist.
Is it really though? Is
Because
it
you
quantum
have to-
physics?
Because
Quantum physicist.
Is it
in order to get a rocket to successfully shoot into the atmosphere and go a distance, you're literally fighting so much
Right.
in order to get upwards. I feel like there's so many, like the fact that rockets like have to lose parts because they're too heavy, like that whole mechanics,
Right.
I just think is way over my head and the most difficult
There was an old
thing
movie.
to wrap someone's head around.
There was an old movie that had to do with like these kids and their little rocket club, and it was a pretty dope movie. I forgot what it was called. Fire in the Sky or some shit like that. But they kind of, these kids all wanted to be rocket scientists and they were emulating it with their own rockets, and there was a struggle and this whole kind of thing. And that's what kind of first started me off thinking about the mechanics of it. And then The Astronaut Farmer was a good one too. Did you see that?
No, I haven't.
With Billy Bob Thornton. I want to say that it was based off a true story about this dude who had his own money and he wanted to make himself his own spaceship to go up into space.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he didn't see the problem with doing that.
Many flat earthers have done that.
They've gone into space?
They've attempted.
No.
Because they're like, I want to prove the earth is flat.
See, the reason that doesn't work is because their
Fucking
math
idiots.
is working on a fucking
Do they
flat
say
Earth
that
idea.
because they couldn't look at it, that's the reason why?
Maybe.
No, they were
Maybe.
trying to get a look at it to prove their point that it was flat. And to get, basically.
Oh, and they're saying that they're not allowed to because the government won't let them fly?
No. So they just always fuck up the engineering.
Because they're
retarded.
fucking flat earthers. They're
But-
not. They shouldn't be near a calculator.
I imagine it's like someone saying the Eiffel Tower isn't real and then saying, I'm going to go to Paris to see it just to prove it's
So-
not
And
there.
it's like, duh, it's in
Yeah.
Vegas now,
but
dummies.
it is there. Is the
Well,
thing.
it's the same. Their philosophy is if they can't physically see it or like have their own understanding of it, like they're the same people that think moon landing was fake.
They don't
because,
trust
like,
other people
yeah,
saying
if it's
that.
just because it's a photo, they're like, well, Photoshop exists, so like, how does that prove that
Yeah.
that's
They want
real?
to perceive it
I
themselves.
was a pretty skeptic dude at one point, dude. I read a book called Behold a Pale Horse by a gentleman named William Cooper. Rip. Rest in peace, Jason, because
Okay.
he's fucking dead now, dude. And
I-
some believe that
yeah, I
maybe
got
he's
that
dead
part.
because of the book. But do you know what I like about ARC, side note? That you poop.
Oh,
That
yeah.
you poop. That fucking makes me laugh every time I
Dude.
hear it. Anyways, so once I read that book, savagely got conspiracy theoristy. Conspiracy theoristy.
Thirsty.
What's the book about?
The book is a collection of autobiographical incidents in his life and also things that he has gone out and actively researched. And he gives a lot of references and links to all the stuff that he has used as information to sort of be like, this is what I've gathered off of this information. Make of it what you will. I mean, his beginning in the book is like, I'd rather you not believe anything in this book, and try to like let the evidence not like try to fight the evidence that I'm going to show you, and then please check my references, blah blah blah. Yeah. So it touches on a lot of stuff, but the real interesting part about the book that nabbed me was locally, me and my friends, when we were living in Monrovia, we got really into the conspiracy theory that surrounded Freemasonry, right? And it got to the point where I would walk up to like the what do they call them, temples? Mm-hmm. And we had one in town in Monrovia, right there on one of the main streets. Oh. And I walked up there, and I was like going to open the door, and it wouldn't open. And I'm sorry. That's wrong. That was another one I tried to open. That one didn't open. But the one in 10, I opened up, and we were walking in, and on the walls, there's all these pictures of all the people that have been members and stuff. And this dude rolls out in this fucking wheelchair, sick as fuck, all fast with this crazy buzz cut and stuff, and he's glass, and he's like, "Can I help you, boys?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, we just were walking in. We just wanted to see what this building was about. Like, we just see it here, and like we live here. We've never been in. What do you guys do?" And he's like, oh, you guys can't be here right now. You need to make an appointment, blah, 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 blah. And we're like, what do you make an appointment for? Like, well, we host a lot of events, like, quinceañeras and birthdays and business events. And, you got to make an appointment. So he's like, just rushing us out.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like asking a bunch of questions. And these two ladies are coming up. And we're kind of like talking to them. We're asking them questions. Some questions to which we already know the answer, you know? And they're like confirming the answer. So we got like real like spooked out on it, dude, for a long time. And then after a while, you kind of get to the point where you can freak yourself out about a lot of stuff that, whether it's true or not, it's not really in your control to even dent or grab a straw at.
That's exactly my thought.
So you just have to exist. You just got to really exist. I mean, there's the ones that are baffling are interesting. They will always be interesting. Yeah. But
Bush did 9/11.
9/11 was an inside job.
I had a feeling someone was gonna make that joke.
You know what's really true? Not really true. What's really trippy is I was like, however much time had passed since this 9/11 thing, I'm at a friend's house, and we're kicking it, and we're watching fucking music videos or skate videos at his house, right? And he's got this back house, little spot, and we're kicking it, and then I go to leave, and I open the door, and there's a fucking burnt copy of loosechange.net sitting on, or .com, whatever the fuck, sitting on his little front porch, little step right there. And then we popped it and we watched it, and then, okay, now we're fucking super tripping. Yeah. It's hilarious. I don't know, man.
You gotta live, bro.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
what does it matter?
The most interesting conspiracy theory I've heard is that the moon isn't real.
That's fucking interesting as fuck.
And that the moon is a projection.
Like that's something on Earth is producing?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why they had to fake the moon landing, is because the moon doesn't exist.
But if it was a projection and we have shit flying around in our atmosphere, wouldn't there be
I read
shadows
into it. It's like it goes deep, man. Like
it's
they're like
hole.
The U.S. and Russia. That's the whole reason the Cold War started, is because they're the ones who are like funding this whole projection program.
They must have watched Terminator's Revenge of the Fallen. That fucking Chernobyl part where the fucking vulture's like, "Nice working with you." Kills that dude.
And that's why, the whole like the dark side of the moon, because
Pink Floyd.
Well, to get a little nerdy, the moon rotates around the Earth the same amount that it rotates around itself. That's why there's a dark side and a light side, because we only ever see the same side.
Nerd alert.
But that is so astronomically impossible, and that's part of their support.
Oh, that's
and
one
that
of their...
we're only projecting one side of the moon.
Oh my gosh.
And that's why you see the man on the moon, the whole face thing.
What's the downfall of the moon being fake?
I mean, how would the tides work?
Yeah, that means the ocean's fake, bro.
but let's say that the moon is fake.
Okay.
Okay. How does that affect your daily dude who works at Subway?
Dude, how will you know when
to
go to bed?
You should not trust the government anyway. It's a goofy.
There are plenty of other
polluted
reasons
system.
to not trust the government.
Yeah.
You're right.
There's plenty of reasons why you can just honestly be skeptical of our government, and we should always be. That's what keeps you as a citizen on your toes, not complacent and not, fucking goodwill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Although I love goodwill. I don't even know why I feel like an asshole that I said that because I fucking love goodwill.
That's okay, buddy.
Thank you, dude.
I still love you.
Thank God. That's 2. You and my wife, because the kids definitely don't fucking love me.
They don't understand love yet. Give them some time.
How much time do I have to fucking wait for these things to pay back? Like, to give me money back?
According to my parents, a long time.
Shit, dude. My dad's probably still waiting for all the money he let me borrow. Poor guy. But that's neither here nor there, okay? Okay.
What do you have?
I don't know.
Well, you keep.
I'm just I'm rubbing my hands like I got a fucking
Yeah.
I've got a couple of fucking schemes where we can get rich quick, but
But
that's
you
neither
don't.
here nor there.
Yeah.
Anything going on in your life, Jason? It's been a week.
Not a lot happens in my life. Don't do.
This is
a
the most
lot.
exciting thing that me and you both have going on. Okay.
This is
Yeah.
It is.
I'm just kidding. I love my wife and kids very, very much. But I love doing this show. This is a fun time. And thanks, C, very much for coming down and being a victim.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You bring a certain je ne sais quoi to this show, with your intellect and possibly your too much information. We didn't even talk about chickens, dude.
Why do we have to talk
Because
about chickens?
for those that don't know, C is an expert on chickenry, and I say expert jokingly, but me and my wife want to get chickens. We got a chicken coop out in the backyard, and we want to get a couple. And when we were thinking about that, I was talking to C, and you dropped a lot of knowledge on it
That
for
was
me,
the
dude.
first conversation I think that we ever.
That was, yeah.
Well, no. I think the first conversation was with you and a coworker of mine, where like you guys were talking about your tattoos, but like.
Oh, so lame.
Yeah.
You must have been like, this
doesn't-
dude's fucking whack right here.
I
Fuck
was
a
like,
tattoo.
all right, he's just introducing me to other people that we work with. That's great.
You're welcome to know me.
But yeah, were you telling Kyle about the fact that you guys wanted to get chickens? And I was like,
Probably.
hey, I know things.
You're like, wait a minute. I know about chickens.
I was like, I know some things. I raised chickens for like 7 years from like
Will
6th
someone
grade
say
up
that
through
you're
high
the
school.
chicken whisperer?
for eggies.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to, honestly. My parents, I think, wanted me to like
Take
have
over the family farm.
No, I think they wanted me to have an understanding of how business worked.
Okay.
Because like they wanted me to keep my own books. I learned how to use Excel, Microsoft Excel. Of like,
Fucking poor thing.
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I had an interesting childhood, but but yeah, I ended up learning a lot about chickens, a lot about how to use Microsoft
Did you learn a
stuff,
little something about yourself?
a lot about math and finances. About myself, that I don't want chickens ever again.
Never wants chickens again.
Nothing against chickens. They're a very easy animal to raise and take care of.
I'm stoked.
Pick your breeds right, first of all.
Yeah, I want what?
Just like dogs, there's
Let's
different
say-
breeds, different personalities, and
Okay,
traits
well then
and
peep
shit,
this.
So
See, peep this.
Peep.
Okay. I want chickens that are going to yield some eggs. Don't care about yielding a lot of eggs. That's not the point. I kind of mostly want them to. I just want some
but
animals.
that's cool, fresh.
But I want them to be
farm fresh
friendly
eggs.
with me and my kids.
Yeah.
What's the breed you would recommend for that? In your experience,
Off the top of my head, Brahma.
a Brahma
Yeah.
sounds boss as fuck.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Fallout.
They are
game.
pretty boss as fuck. So there's different breeds for different. They're bred obviously
Different breeds for different needs. Homie,
different
was
needs.
Wills.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit just happened, cousin.
So I would say my two favorite breeds are Brahmas or Americanas.
Welcome to Americana.
Both of them have very gentle demeanors.
Okay.
Like
I love a gentle ass chicken, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
like other ones might be better at laying eggs or whatever, might be more efficient, but they're usually
I don't want any
finicky
fucking
and
jocks.
mean. Like I was given advice that I should get Rhode Island Reds for the first breed, and
Right.
those are fucking catty
Those are
bitches.
assholes? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they
Fuck
they
that.
don't fuck with your shit. Like
Wait, so you started this yourself? Like your parent? It wasn't your parents' thing.
no, it wasn't my parents' thing. They were like, hey,
You started the chicken deal on your own?
They're like, hey, here's a spot in the barn. You're gonna set it up. We're gonna pay for the chicks and
damn, his little enterprise.
And, yeah, and they're
Were
like,
you slanging
you're
chicks like a motherfucker?
do the shit.
You're pimping chicks, dude.
So we started, and I got a couple. Like I did my research.
Did you sit there and have them just all like? Because I just imagine like 30 little chicks, dude.
No. You get the water basin, and you get
awesome.
the chips, the wood chips, but not cedar because chickens don't like cedar. And you got you got the heat lamp and the little waterer and the little feeders and all that stuff.
Throw down a little LaCroix for those little
and as
pretty
they
bitches.
grow up, you gotta change their environment, and then once they're grown, and you can kind of care.
How often am I changing out the non-cedar?
I mean, you would just see how much they shit, and then just
like act accordingly.
That's to your discretion. Really.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But yeah, back to Brahmas. They're awesome because they're a dual breed, which means that they're
asexual.
They work both for laying eggs and for meat.
Oh, I can. Ooh, dude.
So there's layers and there's fryers.
I can't kill these things. I have too small of a setting. They're
of
too
course.
close.
But that being said,
yes,
they're a dual breed.
It means you don't want to fuck at all, right?
Yeah, basically.
Fuck? What the fuck? I guess if you're like super sick at doing other stuff, then who gives a shit about sex? Jason, it's gonna be fun, dude. You're gonna be stoked.
What are you on about? I'm so lost in our own conversation. I don't even know, dude.
I haven't been waiting to find a time to wrap it up, but C's been going on chickens for like 7 years. Just kidding. No. I'm getting Brahmas.
They're huge. It's because they're a dual
I'm one of the boss-ass chicken to fucking punk
And
these
you know the other
insects.
badass thing is they got feathers on their feet.
What?
That's fucking weird,
Wait,
dude.
Quick question. Is there any chicken conspiracies?
Dude.
Not that I know of.
You know what I found out?
Huh.
That like in the mid-'80s, Williamette Chicken Ranch over here, little farm, as you head into Shady Cove, used to have cockfights, dude. Illegal cockfights. And another true fact, you guys, when I was like 12 and I went to Mexico with my dad, I got a fat-ass fucking hat from Mexico that had 2 fucking roosters on each side and just said Mexico real fucking big in the middle. I used to rock the shit out of that, dude. Anyways,
crazy.
We're coming up on an hour and a half plus.
Oh,
That's where I like to sort of cut it because I don't, like, me as a human, I don't listen longer than that unless it's Joe Rogan. And this is not fucking Joe Rogan. We are not live. So I want to thank C very much for coming down, being part of the show. Hopefully we'll have you back some more. You weren't treated poorly.
I didn't fuck up too much.
You did. You did great, dude.
Great.
We rocked
Great,
it.
thanks.
Yeah.
Jason, you're amazing as always. And thank you so much for being my partner in this journey.
Yeah. Still
Sorry I cussed at you.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome,
Thank you.
C.
I'm glad to be here.
And for everyone that's listening, thank you very much for continuing to support.
Thanks for the ears.
Yes, and thank you for I want to say the patience and how we're trying to bring this together. We want this to eventually be a great show, but we also want to try to keep an episode going a week. So I think the sound is going to be more consistent and more awesome now.
Yeah. We cut the video this week.
Yeah, the videos, we're not funny on video. We're just better on this.
I didn't realize that the lighting was too poor.
It's dog shit.
Listen, so actually in my editor, it was completely fine.
Right.
Compressing it and putting it on YouTube ruined it.
Okay.
Like
well, it's still in the works, baby.
Yeah. So
We'll
we
get
just
there.
need extra lighting. But
Yes. And if anybody wants to
do that.
donate equipment or money, that's totally awesome.
yeah.
Hit up Jason on whatever. Jason, what's your fucking? How can they get a hold of you? Since you're pretty much, I'm just the praise. You're the brains.
Do you have like a Twitter handle or something?
What's your what's your fucking Twitter handle? Twitter handle.
It's real Jason Eagle. It's same thing as my Instagram.
Boring
Real
as fuck. Change
Jason
it
Eagle.
and make it funny.
Oh. Okay.
And with that, we're fucking out. Good night, guys. You're awesome. This is episode 13. You'll hear from me and Jason next week. Bye.
Bye.